This week's episode of the Run, Eat, Drink podcast is brought to you by listeners like you. Head on over to patreon.com/Run, Eat, Drink podcast and subscribe today. Fans, founders, and insiders like you help us keep the Run, Eat, Drink podcast going. And we thank you for your support. Welcome to the Run, Eat, Drink podcast. We feature destination races from across the country. And after the race, we take you on a tour of the best local food and beverage to celebrate. So whether you are an elite runner or a back of the packer like us, you'll know the best places to accomplish, explore, and indulge on your next runcation. Hey, welcome to episode 170 of the Run, Eat, Drink podcast. I'm your host, Amy.
And I'm your co-host, Dana.
Yay!
170 episodes.
Happy 170 episodes. Happy podcast anniversary. And as Josh says, let's do this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is going to be an oversized and live recorded episode of the show tonight.
Yay.
We are very excited to be doing this yet again.
Yeah.
And let me see here. I am going to get some graphics up on the screen for those who are enjoying the video feed.
Oh, yes. We are recording live, so there will be commentary. There will be shenanigans.
There may be some shenanigans. Tomfoolery even.
Tomfoolery.
Yes.
Yes.
So what should I be clicking on here? Number 2? Here?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Got it.
There you go.
Got it.
And then later on, it'll be the other one.
Gotcha.
And then you can actually frame us in the at the bottom of our picture.
Uh-huh.
Where you see all the choices. You can do the last one.
Here?
Nope. Underneath where we are on the screen right now.
Right.
Yep.
That didn't change anything.
Well, give us a background.
What background? See, she's done all this work. I haven't done any of this.
Yeah. That.
I haven't done this one here?
No. The black one. That's okay.
I don't know what we're doing.
It's fine. It's good. It's all good.
Oh, goodness. Okay. We are going to be doing some technical stuff as well. So thank you guys for coming along with the on the adventure for technology as well. And we already got some people jumping in the chat. We've got Josh and Katie.
Yay.
We've got Maria Miller, Stephanie Swan, Jessica, Jojo,
Aw.
and Josh.
Yay.
And Dawn.
Welcome. Everybody's saying
Mark
happy
Valentine.
anniversary. We love you all.
You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for joining. We have a great show lined up for everybody.
We do.
We're going to be looking forward. We're going to be looking back.
Yes.
And we're going to hopefully, if the technology pans out, be hearing from you guys tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And like Josh says, we'll do it live. Yeah, we will do it live.
Yeah.
We're going to give it a shot.
And that's, I mean, you'll hear the comments, you'll hear many things tonight. And Josh says, running through Wonderland says hi.
Okay.
Where is she?
I don't know.
Bring her on. Let's go. It's a celebration. So anyway, well, this, I have been waiting for this since June 10th.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Do tell.
Well, June 10th was our actual podcast anniversary.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And you were touching buttons and I just didn't.
Why don't you let me do the tech stuff and you do the talent stuff? Because I have no talent and I have all the tech.
I disagree. People in
and
the
I'm not
chat,
very good at the tech, so.
I disagree. That's not up for debate. You're awesome.
Oh.
Welcome to episode 170 of the Run Eat Drink podcast. This is our podcast anniversary episode. Today, the format of our show will be running, eating, drinking, and then if we have worked the technology correctly,
this guy working the technology,
we will have recorded messages, and also we will have live callers.
Yes.
So please hang out with us, and everybody in the chat that's dropping commentary live, we'll be reading and sharing those. So we are just so thankful for the love, and we've had to delay a couple of weeks because you've been out of town and because it has been a challenging few months, and we are so happy to be with our Runcation Nation celebrating 4 years proper of the podcast, 5 years with proto episodes that I'm hoping you continue to hide. Okay. So we're going to be talking about our race calendar for the remainder of 2021.
Yes.
And we will be talking about our favorite running moments, favorite eating moments, favorite beverage or drinking moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will have the call-ins.
Yes.
And the messages.
And we even tested it earlier.
We did. So I hope that I did it right. I mean, I hope we have it all set up right, the technologies.
Yes. We'll give it a shot.
Yes.
We're going to try it.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get started without further ado. Last night we had a fun live chat with our patrons, and we recorded, it was live. We had a live chat with our patrons.
Yes. Our patrons, you guys were kind enough to
jump in,
help us, again, try out some of the technology and features, things that we have been wanting to bring to patrons since we started our Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually got all that to work. So now we know how to do those, and we'll be doing more of those in the coming weeks and months.
Oh, I hope so.
So
yes. I mean, that is on the agenda for year 5.
Yes.
As we are already into year 5.
I know. That's
so
crazy.
Exciting. I never in a million years thought we would have 4 years.
Oh, no.
And I didn't know about this awesome community that we would find.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
who would find us?
We knew the running community was great, but then, the community of people that like planning trips around races and going and exploring new places and trying new things when it comes to food and drink. I mean, I think I think it's very unique. I hope that everybody out there agrees that it's unique.
Yeah.
And I'm just thrilled that you guys have stuck around and are helping us to improve and get better and do more.
Yeah.
And it's more than we could have hoped for. And we're excited to continue.
I mean, we have patrons who support our show, who have helped us improve with microphones and technology and computers and
all of this was not here
of you. Yeah.
1 year ago.
Yes.
I mean, the walls were in here.
Yes.
And we had a computer, but the ability to do this did not exist a year ago. And it's 100% because of you guys.
So we took time out with the patrons to share with them in advance the race calendar.
Yes.
And our race calendar, I mean, I have the slides right here in our doc if you want to have them up to reference as we go.
We can do that.
It's up to you.
We can do that.
Okay. And Andrea Davidson just jumped in, and Maria and Rob and Josh and Jessica. And, Meg is at Walt Disney World, and she sent us a message of well wishes.
Yes.
And we received an amazing message from Helena, who is a Run Princess over there on Instagram. And it was awesome. Awesome. So without further ado, here are our races that we're potentially traveling to or making travel races in the second half of 2022. And we'll share this with everybody so everybody can have the information now, and we'll update the website at runeatdrink.net.
Yes. Yeah. We actually have a section
After this
of our upcoming races
episode,
right on the website.
Woefully overdue in updating. So
Indeed. So
our race calendar.
Without further ado.
Yes.
We'll be starting out with the Disney virtual series.
Yes.
And this is the 2021 virtual series themed off of The Lion King,
which I love.
And this is an extension of the 2020 trend that started thanks to what all's been going on of virtual races. But this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Run Disney may not have brought the races back, but we're bringing them. The races to Disney.
We are. And more importantly, I just want to highlight there's one in June, one in July, and one in August, all celebrating the classic cartoon, Disney cartoon, the musical, the reimagined, and the key moment if you do the entire challenge. But the two in June and July are really important to us because we are meeting up with two of our patrons.
Yes.
And so excited to be doing that.
I am thrilled. This is going to be awesome. Taking
it on the road for more than one purpose. And so we can have a little bit of a vacation and a little bit of a meetup. So it's going to be awesome. And that is what I have to say about that.
Yeah. Next up.
The Tampa Beer Run. Yes, we're traveling to Tampa, which is your hometown.
My hometown, the place from whence I came. Mm-hmm. And the race where all of this started.
Yes.
If you go back to episode 1, you'll see that we used to be a video podcast for those that are new to the show. And by the way, we have had a bunch of people join us over on Facebook.
That's awesome.
We welcome all of our new followers on Facebook, and we hope that you will go check out some of the back catalog. Mm-hmm. If you go back to year 1 and year 2,
we're a video podcast.
We were a video podcast.
Yes. Before we realized everybody listened to us on a run or on a commute. And the very first race that we did was the Tampa Beer Run, which is a 5K with local beers featured at every water stop.
They actually offer both.
Yeah.
But
they offer both, and it's local brews, and we can't wait.
We're very excited about this one.
Yeah.
Getting to return to where it all began.
Aww, I love the comments. And I hope people who are listening in your favorite podcatcher, I hope you come back and you watch on YouTube to see all the sweet, sweet comments we're getting from people.
Absolutely.
As we go through this. So thank you, Josh. The next one is one that is near and dear to our hearts because I think we have 4 different Runcation Nation members
that are going to be running this
that are going to be running this Great Smoky Mountains half marathon and 5K in Tennessee.
Yes, this is going to be literally our first race of the year where we're going to get to leave Florida.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So we're doing our best and keep in mind, we have over the years, we have had the opportunity to travel as far south as Key West and as far north as Alaska.
True.
Right now, scheduling races is a little bit like juggling plates. I mean, it's normally like juggling plates, but now we're juggling plates and half of them are on fire and there's a monkey poking us with a stick at the same time.
What an image.
So we're having,
what an image.
It's having to schedule my time off from work, Amy's time off from work. That's normal. Yeah. Now you're having to factor in what states are open and what races are coming back. So it's just added layers of difficulty, but I was so happy to see that a race was coming back in Tennessee.
Yay. So we're very excited to explore that area of the country.
Yeah. And we have not done Tennessee yet.
Oh, we have not. So I love it.
And half of my family's from there.
Yeah.
On my dad's side.
I'm very excited to see that part of the world. We've only been to Nashville together. You and I have only been.
Correct.
Yes. So I'm very excited to see a different part. Helena, there was a sweet, sweet message in Instagram, and I may open up that puppy and read it there when we get to the last part of the show here.
She's going to do her best to make me cry on the show.
It's an oversized episode, people. Just strap in and let's go. So depending on restrictions, it would be so great. Oh, Stephanie, Yeah.
I like where Stephanie's head is at.
For the 200th episode, it would be, let's do a brewery tour where Stephanie Swan is. That's all I have to say. That's what I think we should do. So
next up.
Yes. Next up in October, on October 9th, 2021, we're going to head back to Key West for a 10K for the Run Conch Republic Key West, Florida 10K. They also have different lengths of races as well. They have a half, but you are compromising for me.
I am.
So
I'm not compromising for you. It's just I happen to like the 10K distance. That is my favorite distance to run.
You have mentioned that before.
It's far enough to be challenging, but short enough not to ruin your day.
Yeah, and then we could go party on Duval.
Exactly.
With anybody who comes to run with us, if you happen to.
Just saying.
So, yeah. So we're going to visit Key West again, and we're going to hit some places that we haven't had the chance to hit.
It's amazing that you can go to Key West multiple times and you're never going to hit everything. There's so many great places for food.
And it's a vacation destination. So the more we add to that collection of places, the better a runcation will be.
And I know that a lot of people that are just now getting back to traveling are looking for destinations to go. Key West is open for business.
They're so open right now.
We are going to feature some great spots.
Can't wait. Can't wait. So then that brings us to November.
It does indeed.
Yeah. And
this is a
Jessica.
New one.
Is Jessica still in the chat?
Jessica is in and out of the chat. She's having to help her husband. And is tracking the boy.
Oh, okay. I got it. Well, Jessica, if you kind of roll back the episode or you kind of roll back this live, you see that we're going to do the Rock and Rib Run 10K because you brought it to our attention and there are ribs there, which we love.
I mean, this literally has two of our three things. It has running and eating right in the name. And
that's a part of Florida. I know that we just hit Key West, but that's a part of Florida that we haven't explored yet.
No, we have certainly traveled over to that part of Florida, just in our personal lives and for work, but we haven't actually, aside from the Publix A1A.
That's true.
We've only done one race over in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And then way back, we did a 5K in Boca.
Yeah.
So this is going to give us a different distance. Again, that 10K distance. And this is going to give us a little different area. This is Miramar. So it's, again, giving people some ideas of where to go in Florida.
And it's also connecting with members of the Runcation Nation. So,
and that it for us is key. And that's a big focus for us this year because, we're juggling the plates. We're finding where we can go for these races. And we are understanding that we may have to make some adjustments as we go.
Depending on what happens.
Some races may not go off.
Right.
And others may open up that we can maybe fit into the schedule.
You never know.
So we're trying.
Yeah. So at least you have a framework of what we have a jumping off point.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's an anniversary. It's a big deal. Yeah.
It is a big deal.
Oh, Helena.
Next.
Yay. So December.
And I'm looking forward to ribs in November. I mean, normally November's a turkey month, but I'll settle for ribs.
And we're still going to do a turkey trot. I mean, come on.
There will be a local turkey trot.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
December.
You probably could have guessed this one.
Yeah, if you've been listening to us for any length of time, I think you might have figured out we were going to try our darndest to get back to this race. This is the Jeff Galloway 13.1 or the Jeff Galloway half marathon weekend.
Yeah.
So that'll be Barb's 5K on Saturday, Jeff's half on Sunday.
The Double G
challenge. So you get 3 medals for 2 races.
And we're already registered because we were automatically deferred from 2020. So we have to get up there and see our coach in person.
I have a connection to Atlanta because that's where I went to college. And when we were first married, that's where we lived.
Yeah.
So, we have roots there, friendships still there, professional relationships still there. But Atlanta, as far as a culinary destination,
is pretty awesome.
Amazing because you have that influence of deep South roots. And that's both, you have traditional Southern cooking as well as soul food. And then you have all of these other influences that have come in as the Sun Belt part of the country exploded in growth.
Yeah.
And you've got this just amazing culinary scene there that is, I mean, phenomenal. And it actually reminds me of an episode of an Anthony Bourdain show that he did where he had a 12-hour layover in Atlanta, and he hung out with Alton Brown, and Alton took him to a couple of spots I actually had been to. So I am super thrilled anytime we get to go back to Atlanta.
Can't wait to cover more. Can't wait to be back there with Jeff. I think a lot of these races are about meeting up with people just as much as they are experiencing the towns and exploring new food and beverage options too.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
accomplishment. And of course, accomplishment.
And with Jeff having had his recent heart attack, and, you know, we're wanting a chance to reconnect with our coach.
Yeah. And dude, I'm just
in person.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting e-coaching now, but
I am. But I want that to pay off, and the culmination of it to be at that race. So I hope everything is safe. Everything is set.
See, I didn't even know this. This is part of her plan that I don't know.
What?
Like you have a plan for culminating in the training, culminating in his race.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes. I'm just saying.
I'm just hearing this now.
So, anyway,
are we gonna venture forward a little bit and maybe give people a sneak peek of 2022?
Yes, I think we should, because we had so much support in 2020 when the race weekend that means so much to us went virtual.
Yeah.
We had, I think, 42 people come on board and support the Donna Foundation and do the Donna Marathon weekend events with us. And we had a party that we're still finding confetti.
Yeah. This is, we have said it before. We've been interviewed on other podcasts about the Donna Half Marathon Weekend, or Donna Marathon Weekend, excuse me. They do a full and an ultra, as well as the half and the 5K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've been interviewed. We've said this is our favorite race of all.
Yep. And
if all other races fell aside, this is going to be one that we would go to. We are just huge fans of this. And
Tyler's catching us live. Did you see that?
I see that. I'm working my way.
And Trip is here. And my gosh.
I'm working my way down the comments.
Yeah. So we've had a couple of people message us and comment that they are going to do the Donna with us. And so I am hoping that we see a huge contingent of the Runcation Nation, because there would be nothing that would make me happier than crossing that finish line at that half marathon and going straight into Poe's Tavern with one of the largest groups they've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So. We could be at just like a very cheerful mop, working our way around the Runner's Village, then migrate over to Poe's Tavern.
Exactly.
And then, break for the hotels for a bit, and then reconvene at a local establishment and just have some camaraderie and food and beverage, and just that'll be an amazing time.
Yay.
And I saw James's comment. We are hearing that Marathon Weekend is happening. We have not seen confirmation.
It's all rumor,
and he's talking about the Disney Marathon Weekend. So
Marathon Weekend is happening next year. Did you see that? We have not seen that, and that is news. That is late breaking news to us, and we will have to consult our schedules to see what we can possibly work. And maybe the schedule prior to Donna.
And if nothing else, I mean, depending on where your knee is at, maybe we can reconnect with Chef Art Smith and see if he wants to run the 2022. I'm still mad about 2020 stealing that.
I don't know if I could do a full marathon with him. But
that would almost be worth getting swept and just go, oh yeah, we're going, get us on the bus. We just wanted to run with him for a little while.
And then go to homecoming.
Yeah, exactly.
And just have brunch.
And just tell him, hey, Art, we'll be at home. Come and see you there, buddy.
Yeah. You finish and then we'll be there. And Tyler says he's going to hook us up.
We got to hook up while we're there.
Oh, good. Yes. And Jessica working on a project. I understand completely. Yes. Don't you worry. Yeah.
And is that the last one, or do we have? No. I believe we have one more, because this is the first part of a challenge.
So some of you all signed up to do the virtual booby trap challenge, which is the 5K and the half or the 5K and the full as a part of marathon weekend. You did that virtually. They have that still, but before everything happened and everything got postponed, put on hold, as it were, and gone virtual, they had something called the Treasured Chest Challenge. And we've showed off that medal before.
Yes.
Which is doing either the half or the full at the Donna, and then doing the Gasparilla half at the end of February in Tampa.
Yes.
And this is very controversial because a lot of people do Princess that same weekend.
It is. And it consistently conflicts.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, if you've done the Princess already, if you've checked that box,
but haven't checked off Gasparilla,
done Gasparilla,
let's get into some pirate gear and run. And then let's party at some places that we know that are incredible in Tampa.
Absolutely. Tampa, again, another city that has had just amazing cultural influences and a huge renaissance of food because of the growth that it's experienced in the last 30 years.
And let's also, and get that humongous
humongous bling.
Again,
you look like Flava Flav. This thing's enormous. And it, you can open the treasure chest and it's the little running ribbon. The thing's awesome. That is absolutely one of my favorite medals that we do.
Yes.
Or that we've gotten.
So that's a little bit of a peek. And, like you said, there are things that it's flexible, right? We will just have to see what happens.
Yeah. Now this, like I said, some races may get moved, off this list, and may get added depending on what happens as we get closer to the race dates and what the organizers do. Yes. And even last night, talking with our patrons, we were getting good intel about races we were not aware of
that are happening.
So we're like, hey, wait a minute, if we can work that angle, maybe we can get to that race.
Yeah.
So again, just depends on which plates we're juggling, in terms of schedule and travel and all of that. But we are so excited to at least, in the second half of 2021, get some travel in, get out of the state a little bit, go do some fun stuff. And most importantly, meet up with our peeps
who have supported us and encouraged us and made our show so much more than we ever thought it could be.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely. And like I said, you may see tears tonight, but they're happy tears if you see them. So
in the chat, we have people saying Gasparilla and the Amy Shuffle and all these things that are come on, let's get the eye patch and let's go.
Well, Amy's got a pirate themed running skirt specifically for that.
JoJo
race.
knows this from Boulder.
Yes, Boulder athletic wear.
Yeah,
and that
working
race
on being able to do the Donna. Don, I hope you do.
Yeah, the Gasparilla. If anybody is going to do the Donna and you're thinking about maybe should I do it, I say do it. It's a fast flat course. Although the only thing I could say, the only thing I'll warn you about is February in Tampa is a coin flip about whether it's going to be sweltering hot or freezing cold.
Yeah.
Because we do get like 4 days of winter down here in Florida.
4.
And,
count them.
And half the time it's
4.
on race day there. It's crazy.
Dwayne Willie, thank you for dropping by.
Oh, we're so glad that you guys could come on over for a bit.
Arg, matey. Yeah. The horrible joke that I always tell is, that pirate movie was rated R.
Wow.
Okay. That's all I have.
Jessica, I did a Mick Ultra challenge too, but that was at Donna.
No, you drank Mick Ultra that you never drink.
I never drink Mick Ultra. No, okay, quick inside story here. So we finished the 13 miler. I'm dehydrated. I'm tired. It's hot. I grab. They are literally handing them out in the Runners Village because they brought all these Mick Ultras out. They are icing them down, and the dirty secret is they don't want to carry them back. So they're handing them out like, here, take one, take two. And as long as you're in the Runner's Village, you're okay. It's a little wet zone. And I am drinking that, and I don't realize how dehydrated I am.
You haven't eaten anything
Or eaten anything.
for hours.
And I'm like, okay, that. It doesn't taste like anything. So bam, that one goes down. Well, I'm still thirsty. Let's try another one.
They're just handing them out like candy.
Having never had one, I assumed they were like 2% alcohol. I mean, I figured they were not really all that alcoholic. And then I look at the can after number 3 and went, these are 4.6, something like that, 4.6 ABV.
Whoops.
And I'm like, I need food.
Whoops.
So it ended up, I'm like, I'm done. That was it.
And then we needed burgers.
We did.
At Post Tavern. So, yes. So, and Sarah is now in the chat. Hello, Sarah.
You guys are awesome for all jumping in here. We are so happy that we've got you guys here. But I've talked a little bit about drinking. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And we have alluded to some food. There are some things that we, over the last 4 years,
yes, we
have gotten the opportunity to find some amazing places.
That is true.
That's
so true. We've, over the last 4 years, we have interviewed legends. We have like Meb Keflezighi, Jeff Galloway, Marco Cicchetto, Bart Yasso, Catherine Switzer, Art Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, really. But I think one of my favorite moments would be meeting up with James Gray at the Donna, and also you letting me run ahead of you at Wine and Dine when we started this whole plant-based thing, and we dropped 70 pounds. And then we went after I had been picked up the year before, and you snuck up behind me with the camera rolling, and I will never forget. And it's still on video in the show. And what you said, how proud you were and how much you wanted me to get that medal and cross that finish line and have redemption and have a comeback, and you snuck up on me. And then I turned around and I saw you before you wanted to be seen.
That's true.
But going back and listening to what you said, it means so much. Just like all the comments from our Runcation Nation mean so much tonight. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are some favorite running moments for me.
Yeah. Well, one of mine is actually, it's another running moment of yours. And it's your PR at Jeff's race 2 years ago.
Oh, ringing the bell.
Amy, she had a rough half marathon 3 years ago where not even at mile 1, literally you go about 300 yards out, you hang a right. She hung the first right of the race, and she looked down, getting something out of her running belt, and found one of the unfixed potholes in Atlanta with her ankle, rolled the ankle, and then proceeded to complete the race on an ankle that was swollen to about the size of my bicep.
It was pretty bad.
And I was not
pretty bad
expecting her to want to push on and do that. And I was just amazed at the tenacity that she displayed and the mental toughness to power through that physical pain to achieve that goal. That was absolutely incredible.
He was waiting at the finish, and you were there to support me. So,
and then when she got to come back the next year and not only crush it, but get a PR. I mean, to the point where at the end, she is legitimately pulling ahead of me, because I will admit, I kind of
that next year.
Yeah, because
really?
I kind of, in the couple of weeks leading up to it, I kind of phoned in the training. Like I did it, but I could have run harder. I could have conditioned a little better. And Amy is literally leaving me, making me have to, work to keep up with her. And she crossed it, and she's like, I PR'd. And, she got to ring the bell and, see Jeff. And it was just a huge celebratory moment. It really was. That's a really good one. And then mine, one of my favorites from running was, well, actually I got two, and it kind of related to the same thing. After I had my knee surgery.
Yes. Fort Lauderdale. Yes. No.
No.
Oh, okay. I was guessing.
No.
People.
Fort Lauderdale taught me a valuable lesson that Hoka 1-1s do not like me.
Okay.
That's what I learned from that race. No, the thing that I remember was, or a memorable moment for me for running was getting to, even though I had gotten my knee scoped, and keep in mind, guys, the only other surgery I've ever had in my life was I had my tonsils out when I was 6, and I've had like a mole removed. So other than that, I've never.
You don't count your wisdom teeth?
No.
Okay.
Even though I was knocked out, I don't count that as.
I got it.
You know, so going under the knife, like that's new for me. So. That was kind of weird. And then, doing the PT and all that, but getting to do the half marathon at the Anchorage Run Fest, even though I was forbidden by the hashtag Therapist from running. I had to walk the entire thing. That's very kind of you, Josh. Thank you. The fact that I got to do that in Alaska, which is a place I'd always wanted to go. And it was so beautiful. Beautiful place. Yeah. Such a beautiful race.
Yes. Yes.
So that's a big one. And then getting to do my first actual run, which was Key West.
Oh, SOMO. I really
the southernmost half. And I did, it was not a fast one.
I loved it.
But I did I remember that one very, very clearly. I did a 5-second run interval, 55-second walk.
Yeah.
Very similar to what we did this past weekend. And the ability to get through that.
Except for that we stayed together.
And for that one, Amy stayed with me for the entire thing. So those were like some big ones for me. And I know that I picked two. I picked, two of them were in the same year. But one of them wasn't.
You just think, oh, there's Meg, enjoy your trip, enjoy your vacation.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. And I loved Josh's comment about when are you two going to release a relationship book? That was so sweet. And it's just, oh God. Those are great moments. We also had great moments centered around food.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. So, we freaking interviewed Chef Art Smith.
We did.
So, it was not an emotional, like moving, like I'm going to cry, like right after I interviewed Meb for the first time. It was, we got on the phone with him and he just started and he just kept going. He
is a force of nature on an interview.
He was fantastic.
He's a great interview.
I loved it.
Because you're not working. He does all the work for you.
And he talked about running, eating, and drinking. It was the perfect thing.
Yeah.
And he was funny and inspirational and just no holds barred. No, I don't care.
No, he did
I don't
not.
care. I'm just going to say what I want to say. And
Absolutely.
He did. And it was awesome. I loved it. I can't wait to get back to Homecoming. I would love to run a race at Disney with him, but that was one of the interviews around food that I really enjoyed to hear his journey. Yeah. Yeah. You?
Well,
I have a couple more, but
I was gonna say, does this one count as food? So I'm gonna save that one for drink. When it comes to food moments, I think rather than an interview, I'm probably going to go with a place or not a specific dish. We frequent when we go to the Jeff Galloway race. There are a couple places that we frequent. And one of them has some historic significance here in the United States, and that is Trader Vic's.
Yes.
And if you've ever heard of a drink called a Mai Tai, then that's because the proprietor of Trader Vic's, Vic Bergeron, invented the Mai Tai, or at least is credited with inventing the Mai Tai. And in addition to the amazing tiki drinks, which this place is largely responsible for helping to popularize and help actually in the renaissance, I've said that word twice now, of the tiki movement in the U.S.
Movement.
They have amazing food there.
It's
Their
incredible.
Food is to die for.
And like, give me the mushroom dish. Give me the morel mushrooms. Okay.
They do a creamy morel mushroom appetizer with toast points. And it's the simplest thing you'd ever want.
Wine,
and it's
butter,
probably
mushrooms.
one of the most delicious things.
Magic.
And it's literally, she's like, get your own.
Yes, you have to. Yeah, if you come to do Jeff's race, it's a requirement. And listen, you can't do it after his half because they're not open on Sundays. So you have to get there early and get the partying in ahead of time. That's what I'm saying.
And then I'd say there's another one. This goes back to it's a funny moment. It goes back to our days as a video podcast when we got a kitchen tour and food demo at a restaurant in Jacksonville called Black Sheep.
Oh, yes. And I loved this.
The chef was preparing a dish with a pasta dish with vegetables, and everything looked
healthy.
Everything was wonderfully fresh.
Mwah.
I mean, and gorgeous. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be really healthy. And literally, like, as I said it, here comes the half stick of butter. Blam!
He goes, like, just before that happened, he goes, why don't you lean in and start to talk about how healthy it is? And then here comes the butter.
And I'm like, I can take that out in post. It's okay. So it was one of those moments. It was like, it
was so funny. Really was. It really was. I love that. I loved that. I also, speaking of kitchen tours, I also enjoyed when we went over to Lauderdale and we ran their Tuesday Run Club, and we had the chat about their beers.
And got chased by monkeys on the course.
Got chased by monkeys
or at
out
least
there.
Observed by monkeys.
Well, maybe. And we got a tour of the kitchen, and we got to see some great Dominican food on episode number 9.
Yeah. I almost said this one.
At Tio's food truck.
Yes.
Las Delfina.
And what I loved about that was meeting the chef and
Chef Blas, yeah.
Finding out he'd just gotten back from doing relief work in Puerto Rico.
For a hurricane. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was amazing. Amazing. So that it was delicious food, and he was a great person, and that demo was just, very good. And how could we not? Yes, tiki drinks were so totally in, and mushrooms, yes. At Trader Vic's, for sure. How can I not come back to our hometown and talk about the 5th anniversary that we got to cover with Nice Guys Pizza?
We did get to cover their anniversary.
Greg and Yovana, the proprietors of Nice Guys Pizza, are like family to us.
They are.
And that is where Josh met up with us.
Josh just recently came down to visit, and we got to meet up with him and hang out there. And he got to see one of our favorite places live and in person.
Yeah. So, and they were in the old location. Now they're in the new one.
Which is like 2 doors down, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they took us back into the kitchen and showed us exactly what they did, or exactly what they still do to make their outstanding pizza. And that was just, the pizza is delicious, but also seeing the magic and being able to tell them how much we love them, and their food was just incredible in celebrating their 5th anniversary.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then for me, there are we have been so fortunate. I am a huge fan of all of our experiences in Louisville, Kentucky, when we went up there for.
Oh, please say the one I think you're going to say.
Who do you think I'm going to say?
I just don't know, but just go. Just go.
We went to Louisville, Kentucky to run the Jogging with Frogmen 5K, which benefited the U.S. Navy SEALs Foundation. We were so welcomed by the families. They could not believe that a couple of podcasters from Florida traveled to Kentucky to run their little community 5K. And this was one of my favorite events, even though it's like the simplest event, because it didn't leave the campus of a school. That was the route. For that race, but they had an amazing silent auction. They were so welcoming, and then after, we got to go and enjoy just some incredible places. And I want to say it was Main and 6th.
This was not there. This
no,
was...
I'm sorry. I'm blanking on the name. No, you tell me.
Well, those were when we went to
I know. I'm confusing it with a different town. Not
Run the Bluegrass.
That's Run the Bluegrass.
Yeah.
No, the other one. What is the name of it? I'll think of it in a second.
In Louisville?
Yes.
Well, we got trash can nachos.
Well, we did do that. No, I am thinking of. I'll think of it in a second. I'll get back to me. Give me another one.
Okay. I would say, of course, in Huntsville, Alabama, how could we not just be in love with Toy Box Bistro and their eclectic childhood of the 80s decor, but their incredible comfort food? Dan Rams, how are you from the Cape Coral Running Group? Welcome.
Absolutely.
And thanks for jumping in to help us celebrate our anniversary. Are you thinking of Poppy's Mexican?
I am, but that's also Run the Bluegrass.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I am getting old. I'm confusing my cities. So, okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Poppy's Mexican Restaurant. Some of the best Mexican I've ever had. This wasn't, I'm sorry, wrong race. That was for Run the Bluegrass in Lexington, Kentucky, not
Lexington,
Louisville.
yes.
And Poppy's
on the recommendation of a Runcation Nation member.
Yes. So. And I never in a million years thought that I was going to stumble upon some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in Kentucky.
And I will tell you, Suzanne Smalling Edler, she was incredible in giving us recommendations there to cover on the show and bring to the Runcation Nation, but also Marcos Valdez,
the
proprietor, and he is responsible for so much flavorful food, but the welcoming and treat you like family vibe that is at Poppy's. So you should so go there.
Yeah, he's cooking his mother's recipes, and then he's starting to add some of his own. And
seriously,
apparently it runs in the family because we didn't have a bad thing on that menu.
So great.
And
it's so great. So yeah,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you mentioned Toy Box Bistro, and I am immediately transported back to their pot roast sandwich.
I mean, you know.
And I would say to go and riff on that same theme, we had a amazing pot roast sandwich or pot roast sub at Matanuska Brewing in Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska. So great. So great. So, I mean, and then of course, a local favorite food truck of mine is Mobster Lobster. I can't. They are the best people, no holds barred. They do what they want. They are genuine. They don't care what anyone else thinks. They are.
And they're slinging some amazing lobster rolls.
I can't wait until this 75 hard challenge is concluded and we can hunt them down wherever they are.
We're going to be cyber stalking a food truck, everybody.
Get it.
And we'll be doing one of our live broadcasts from inside Lee County Jail.
What? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go eat their food. My God. Why does he always go there? I just don't know. But we also had fabulous beverages.
Oh, we did. And
across the history of the show.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get this one right then.
Okay. Get it right. Let's go.
I mentioned Lexington. I said Louisville. I mentioned Lexington. I meant Lexington. This time I am going to say Louisville and actually mean it.
Okay.
We stayed at the Seelbach Hotel.
It was gorgeous, people.
In downtown Louisville. And this is a historic hotel.
Yes.
And I picked this one because Amy, being a former English teacher and giant literature nerd, loved the fact that we got to not only stay at the hotel where F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby, but also got to literally go down into their cellar area that they call the Rathskeller and see some of the places where he actually sat and actually was there doing that. And they have one of the best bourbon bars.
Oh, yes.
That we've ever been to in that hotel. And we got to check out some bourbon flights there,
So good. Oh my gosh.
including
bourbon before it had been
this was
aged in
the Buffalo
barrel.
Trace White Dog.
White Dog, yeah. Oh,
And that's the distillate before it goes into the barrel for aging.
so good.
And it tastes like corn and will knock you on your butt.
It will. That is so true. So I think that the Seelbach is excellent for drinking. The bourbon flights, like you said. I enjoyed Nick at out there at the last Avengers race weekend that we did when we went to MB Post, Manhattan Beach Post.
Yes.
And he made
This is Manhattan Beach Post, just outside of Anaheim.
Yes, and he made the Master Eye side. Now, I mean, there's great Mexican food out there.
There is.
There's great Mexican
food.
Sabroso. At Sabroso. And that's kind of an honorable mention. But the drink with the green tea matcha and just his passion for putting that together was incredible.
And that restaurant is amazing. And he was fantastic. It was literally an improvised interview.
Yes.
Right there on the spot. He's like, yeah, I'll do an interview with you. Go fire up a camera. Go for it.
Yeah, let's go.
And he was so engaging and so knowledgeable about the spirits and the ingredients and why you selected the ingredients
passionate.
For those things. I love seeing people like that who take, the craft very seriously.
Yes.
And that restaurant was gorgeous. Manhattan Beach is a beautiful beach town out in California. If you have the opportunity to check it out on a vacation.
For sure. For sure.
Cannot recommend it enough.
But I also think, that's out in California, but I also think in Jacksonville during the Donna weekend, I think it can't go unsaid that the fine folks at Southern Swells gave us a great education in IPAs.
Oh, they did.
And having a flight with them, it was just great. It was absolutely great.
You're jumping. Or are you okay? Yeah, you're jumping back to Florida.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I jumped from California to Florida.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring it back home.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it home to Cape Coral,
of course,
and patron of the show, John Schroeder.
Yes.
Who used to be the taproom manager at Big Storm Brewing here in Cape Coral, not only introduced us to a number of their phenomenal beers. We are big fans of the beer that Big Storm Brewing produces. He also connected us with their coffee, their roast master.
Yes.
And we got to have a sit down or a sit down interview and in-depth cupping event with their roast master and actually learn about the coffees that they're making
Big Storm
at Big Storm Coffee.
So great.
That was an absolute
pour over the cupping and to choose the right blend of the beans and what they make. Just what an experience that he arranged for us.
Yeah.
So such a hard worker. I know he's thriving in his new position, but
he is. And we miss him because he's no longer local.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's probably busy at work tonight.
He probably is. We haven't seen him jump in the chat yet.
No. So I'm thinking he's busy at work. So there are so many places and so many, at Nice Guys having the Pendennis, there's so many beverages, so much food, and so many running experiences that we could talk about.
John is in the chat now.
Yay! Oh, we were just talking about you.
Have been burning. We love you, John.
Yay!
Glad you could jump in.
It was a great experience that he totally arranged for us, and
John was responsible for the last podcast anniversary celebration.
Yes.
And he not only, hooked us up with the space at the brewery to do it, he actually got with our friends over at 8 Foot Brewing and Nice Guys Pizza
and John and Nancy
Bagliani
at Bagliani, at
Manja
the Manja food truck, which is no longer, they sold it. They are enjoying retirement.
Like legitimately retired now.
Yes. But amazing.
And then we had Christy and Greg show
Christy
up
and Greg,
to
yes,
cheer us on. So, I mean, we've had so many amazing experiences, and look at Josh just jumping out to go help a neighbor. You are the man.
Aww.
You're the man.
And well, Josh is helping a neighbor, and John helped us celebrate. I mean, he got us a cake.
Yeah.
It was so incredible. And we really did have some awesome food that night.
We did have some awesome food.
And I can't wait to have it again. I'm
At
serious.
the end of the 75 hard challenge.
At the end of the 75 hard challenge. It's about the running, it's about the eating, it's about the drinking, but it's also, I think, first and foremost, it's about accomplishing the goal with and being able to celebrate with community.
Yeah. Everything about this podcast for us ties back to people. Mm-hmm. We've jokingly said some of the nicest people we've ever met, we've never met, and they're runners.
In the community.
The running community,
All of
everybody
you.
is so supportive. And then when you talk about food and beverage and whether it's, everybody sitting and having a slice of pizza, splitting appetizers, whatever the case, there is an undeniable bond between or connection with coming together mm-hmm. and doing so over food.
Yes.
And the same goes for drink. So whether that is an adult beverage that we talk about, beer, wine, cocktails, that type of thing, or whether it's a cup of coffee or us, enjoying our fizzy water because, we're doing a challenge and we've got some of you out there that every time you jump into a live with us, you're having water because you're hydrating.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're in a training cycle or that's just what you like to drink. That it's all about doing it together, coming together.
Yes.
And that is what it's been at the heart, I think, of the community that we've discovered here at the Running Drink podcast.
And to that end, we actually had some people submit some messages.
We did. Would you like me to try to play those?
I think you should.
This ought to be fun.
And then
let's see if I can make it work.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to see if I can't get us set up to take calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy's going to do something with the tech, and I'm going to do something.
Let's see.
With the tech in a different way. Let's see if this works.
Right.
Okay. So I have 3 buttons that are lit up and ready to go.
Oh, and yes.
Which one would you like me to play?
Well, she couldn't be here tonight. So I think we should start with hers. We asked over the last couple of days in our live chats at the race and at the coffee chat this morning, right? To call us and leave us a message or send us a voice recording and attach it to an email. And Susie Beck, who is a patron of our show, sent one in with well wishes, and it is just incredible.
So let's play that now.
Okay.
Hi, Amy and Dana. This is Susie. I just wanted to congratulate you on your anniversary of the podcast. I love you guys. I cannot remember when I've not known you, which it could be my memory or just because I love you guys so much and it feels like we've been friends forever. Because of the Red podcast, I have and going to meet several other friends, soon to be besties, and all because of this group. So I love the Runcation Nation. And I hope you 400 more years of a great podcast. Happy anniversary. Love you guys.
Oh, 400 years.
400 years.
I like that idea.
We're going to have to eat really healthy. It's not just 75 days.
I was going to say that's more than a 75-day challenge.
It's longer. Oh no. She says.
Helena's looks like her phone's dying.
Oh no. Plug in the power. Don't leave. But yeah, so, and I believe that JoJo is still here in the chat. I hope that she is. She understands that technology is sometimes challenging. And
Well, we are true broadcast professionals here at the Run Eat Drink podcast.
we're true pioneers. We're pioneers.
Oh, I don't.
Right? Oh. And so we said, hey, try to call in tonight. We're going to try it for the first time. And we are going to try it. But JoJo happened to send us a message just in case things go awry and we can't take calls or something goes wrong. So here, I think we should play it, don't you?
Yes, because there's no guarantee the phone call is going to work.
That's right. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hey, Amy and Dana, it's Joanne, JoJo, Positively Polly One. I just want to say happy podcast anniversary. And honestly, I don't remember how I initially found you guys. It's racking my brain. I couldn't figure it out. I know I'm always looking for or to follow other runners and run groups. Most of the run groups I've found in the past were almost, I guess, superficial. They portrayed one side of what they were when in actuality, not so much. The first thing I noticed about Amy and Dana was how genuine each of you are. It's more of what you see is what you get. Red podcast is just that, a podcast format about running, eating, and drinking. But you are also more than that. Between the interaction of the animated coffee chats and the lives, we have all connected with each other in one way or another and have become a community and now a family. There's no judgment within this group. We accept one another for who we really are. We run, we laugh, we cry, we eat, we drink, and we're here to support one another. I couldn't ask for a better group / podcast to be a part of. I respect both Amy and Dana for what you do with the Red podcast. That's why I actually made the decision to become a patron of the show early on. I am so proud to be a part of sharing this great venue with fellow runners, walkers, eaters, and drinkers, and hope that you are here for years to come. Hashtag Runcation Nation, hashtag Coffee Crew forever. We love you guys.
Aw.
No. You guys are going to do your best to try to make one or both of us cry. So stop it. Stop it.
I just don't know.
Oh gosh. That is what it's all about right there.
Yes.
And I would like to say that, oh no, we're really polished and yeah, we've got it together. No, it absolutely is what you see is what you get, warts and all.
Yes.
And actually part of that is on purpose. I mean, having done, professional social media and all that stuff, we could do all of that. We could, make sure that it's completely polished and slick and everything. But honestly, this has been all about real connection. And that's what we would like is, the real connection. And, we're trying to build community and build friendships and, make something out of this. And, that's okay. And, we love the fact that people have embraced us, warts and all,
I feel like I'm okay. So what I feel like I want to do, and you tell me if this is good. So I have the phone connected.
Uh-huh.
We also got a message from Helena, whose phone I hope did not die.
Okay.
Do you want me to read that while you switch over and put like the little scrolling number up?
Yes.
Or?
You read that.
Okay.
And I will push buttons. I'll mash buttons till I get it right.
Okay.
And I'll wait for you to do that.
Okay.
And John,
I just had to pull it up.
John, you might get your chance to say something. We're going to do the
John.
call in a minute.
Yeah. So it's Helena, right? Yes. So she says, my goodness, friends, I was out of the loop for a bit about what had happened with Dana's sister. I knew something was rough was going on. A few members of the Runcation Nation clued me in that you guys were going through a hard time. But as I listened to the podcast episode this morning, I heard what happened. So very sorry about what you're going through, Dana. I can't even imagine. Thank you for being as strong as you both are, even though you don't feel like it. You're showing everyone by example how to cope and process and manage tough things that happen in life. You're truly inspiring for sharing what you're going through, talking about healthy ways to take care of yourself, and sticking to a very difficult challenge. That is some amazing mental toughness, and I think it really shows people that they can also do hard things in their own lives. I'm sending lots of positive thoughts and prayers your way. You two are phenomenal. John Schroeder. John is calling.
John's calling early.
Let's call.
Take the call.
We're just going to take the call.
Keeps me from crying.
John,
How are you?
can you hear us?
And John,
hear you.
you are live on the show right now.
Yes. And I will tell you, if someone is trying to call in, don't worry, hang on, and you can try again.
Yeah, we don't have a multi-line setup.
We don't. We're not super fancy. So
we can only do one call at a time.
one call at a time. But John Schroeder, patron of the show, amazing human being. We miss you, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. And I wish I would have sent something in, but this is awesome that I can call in. I mean, you guys are just moving so high tech. This is awesome.
We're trying.
We're trying. And this is due in no small part to what you and all the other patrons have made possible over this past year.
It's true.
And, we can't thank you enough for, your support and love and friendship. And it's just been amazing. And, so it's our opportunity to say thank you to you.
Well, I just want to piggyback off of what everyone else has said. I just get a little emotional because I love you guys.
We
so
love
much.
you. We love you, John.
You've done so much for me, and just what we've done over the past couple of years has been awesome. I can't stress enough to everyone that's listening how amazing these two people are. Like everyone has said, they're very genuine. They're kind. They're courteous. They're there for you. They want to help inspire you. They want to make you better. And I just love them to death. They're not my friends. Dana and Amy is family to me, and I would do anything for them. And thank you for what you've done for me, getting me back out there trying to run and do things like that, and just doing everything that you are doing for everyone that is a part of the show, watches the show, listens to everything that you guys do. It's genuine. I love it, and just keep doing great things because you guys are.
Oh, thank you, John.
God, that's so
If you were here, I'd drive over and give you a hug.
We would hug you. Oh.
Yes.
But
I'm getting back down there. I need some nice guys pizza.
Oh.
and we're
Telling
gonna
ya.
and we'll work it out as we're passing through that area up there in the next couple of weeks. Maybe we can swing by and see the new digs and the new job.
Yes. We're so proud of you.
Yes, and thank you so much. It's fun. It's moving along. It's going well. But yeah, I think if that Donna race is on in Jacksonville, I think as many Runcation members humanly possible that can submerge and get to Jacksonville, I think we should just all meet and stay at the same hotel and just talk and get to know each other and just have a great old time.
I love it.
I think we should.
I love it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I am.
So I don't want to take up anyone's time. Thank you guys for everything that you do. You're amazing. The show is amazing. Every day it gets better. And the content and everything you guys do is just superb. And love you guys.
Oh, we love you too.
Thank you, John. We'll talk soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Josh Osborne.
Oh,
Josh,
call back.
call back.
Josh is up next. If you'll call
Josh.
back.
Josh,
Like I
so
said, we are
yeah.
we are low tech. We're high tech, but we're low
tech.
We've only got one phone line.
And I guess everybody heard John okay,
I hope so.
right? Because here we go.
There you go.
Josh Osborne.
Josh.
We'll do it live.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, can I ask a question before we get it started? Hang on. I'm thinking everybody can hear the caller. Can they hear the ringtone? Can they hear the ringtone that is, because I put our show's song as the ringtone.
You nerd.
I don't know if people can hear that.
No, I did not hear the ringtone.
Okay.
Oh.
So where do we begin?
Oh, where do we
let's
begin?
See. How about the gauge of somebody that you really want to have in your life is somebody that you will literally drive to one end of the United States to your home, go drive or go pick up beer, drive it 14 hours back to Birmingham for one night, and then go all the way down to Cape Coral to meet these people. Wait till they meet up with you, have this amazing time with them in this wonderful establishment that was Nice Guys Pizza, and then turn right around, drive 2 hours north to, I think it made it as far as Tampa that night, spent the night in a rest stop, and then drove home in the morning.
Oh my God.
Wow.
More than worth it.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, more than worth it. You guys have been, I say it all the time, and I don't say it out of jest, and I don't say it out of anything other than pure, genuine spirit is, more people need to be like you. More couples need to be like you. I mean, if you guys ever wanted to do like a marriage, I'm not even going to call it counseling. It's like, look, you need to be like us. Okay. You see what we do, and you do what you do as we do. Okay. You want to go out and you want to run, you want to support each other, and not enough people support one another. But I will say this coffee crew, this Runcation Nation, the people that we have, we've all met amongst each other and within the realm of everything. It's amazing how well that we mesh and we meld, and we do it because we love you guys and we love each other. And you can't ask for much more than that in this world.
It is so true.
It's so sweet.
Everybody.
It's so humbling to hear that, and thank you. And it was so great. I mean, when you said you were coming down, I was thinking, we're just like you were coming through for vacation or whatever else. And you're like, no, I came down just to see you guys. I couldn't believe that. I was like, really? It's just us. It's just just us.
It's just us.
But oh my gosh, and what you said is so kind and humbling. And I mean, the whole idea for this, like I said, it's the running, the eating, the drinking, but it's about the people.
It is.
And 2020, somebody said it in the comments earlier, I think the pandemic made it worse and made communities come closer together. I think that's true because the coffee chat started as a byproduct of that. The beer chats on Wednesdays started as a byproduct of that.
That's true.
Because that's all we have to offer, some time and our couch. So,
and now look, we have this beautiful studio as a result of the way people have helped us
and how generous everybody's been,
and
Josh included. And I mean, aside from donating amazing hashtags, he's a patron too.
Yeah. We love them.
You guys make it more than worth it. And you know that because, the other thing, the best thing is you don't even have to try. You just do it. It just happens. It just comes naturally, and everybody can see that. And that's why I told everybody, and I would tell them again and again. First of all, if you go to Nice Guys Pizza, I recommend the olives.
The olives are real. Okay, that sounds crazy, but isn't that amazing? Aren't they amazing?
Yeah. They were so good. I mean, I actually ate them as far as I could possibly get them, all the way back to the rest area. But the most important thing is you guys are, bar none, exactly the same in person as you are in chat, as you are on the phone. All aspects of what you guys bring to the table, whether it's your live chats or your podcast, whatever, it's 100% heart. And I thank you for that.
Thank you, Josh.
Well,
and we appreciate everything, and we are looking very forward to trying those beers that you brought us.
We're excited.
I think that's going to be the first beer chat after the 75-day challenge.
I'm serious,
and we are going to work our way through those coffees too.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
Make sure you take the next day off after that end of the 75 hard, because there may be more than one beer that may be partaken of. maybe. Yeah. I think that somebody has a plan that involves that. So I may be in trouble. Craft services may be.
You're not gonna be in trouble.
Craft services
Right,
made me
Josh? It's going to be
I'll
fine.
I'll send up a flare.
I have a plan. It'll be fine.
Okay.
We can't thank
But
you
above all,
enough.
Yes. Thank you both for everything that you do and everything that you gave to so many people in a state of time when so many things looked doubtful. You guys gave everybody some hope, whether it was with Donna or just watching you guys, watching you support Amy through her, through her shuffle, through her therapy sessions, and Amy with your coffee chats to give us all somewhere to go in the morning to commune.
Yeah.
Like, because we couldn't go anywhere else, so we could go to the Instagram or we could go to the beer chat. So you guys stepped up when everybody else kind of stepped aside. So that speaks highly of who you are and what you do.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Josh. That's awesome.
Okay.
And we look very forward to seeing you at the Donna
Yeah.
for sure.
I will dye my hair pink. I will find
Hopefully.
hair and I will dye it pink.
You would not be the only one. There are plenty of pink-haired and pink-bearded guys out there, so
Yes.
you'll be in good company.
Okay.
Well, thank you
you guys
so
take care.
much.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
so much.
Love you,
All right,
man.
no problem.
Bye, Josh.
Bye.
I love you too. All right, bye.
That was so sweet.
Wow. Wow, we got like 2 calls. This is great. I'm so excited.
And we didn't hang up, and we didn't accidentally stop recording. So I'm
I know.
thrilled. Like, okay, so this might happen again at some point in the future.
Wow.
So, all right. Well, you know what? We are actually we're at hour 15.
Oh, we are.
We have hit all of our segments, got some calls. We do have one more.
Oh.
We have Nova Scotia calling. I wonder who this might be.
Hello, you're on the Running Drink podcast. Who is this?
This is Rhonda Lee. I had to make this anniversary show international.
Oh my God! That is so fantastic. Thank you for calling into the show tonight. This is awesome.
This is a first.
Yes.
This is an absolute first.
I just want to echo what Josh said. You guys are so fantastic. This last year and a half has been challenging, and it was really nice to become part of this community that I love it. So I
Oh,
wanted to say thank you.
Oh,
I can't believe when you think about connections like Rhonda Lee, I connected with her through the Be Our Guest podcast Lizards group. And through the Be Our Guest podcast. And there are many in the Runcation Nation who have come to us that way. But Rhonda Lee, your positivity, your drink recipes,
yes.
your yes.
Especially in 2020. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, we needed those. It was tough. It was tough. And
Well, and even because of you guys on the beer chats, I've been working on expanding my palates and trying different beers.
oh, well, and
Some I've enjoyed, some I haven't.
I know
all right.
that feeling.
Us
I'm
too.
telling you.
Us too.
Except they don't make the show.
They don't
but-
make the show, but yes.
Yeah, they don't make the show, but we can't wait to get up there and make the running international, and then to get our hands on some of that. What is it that
Puppers.
you always ask her about? The Puppers beer.
Puppers beer.
Yeah, from Letterkenny.
I don't know. Of all the things I could avail myself of in the Great White North of Canada, I'm going for a beer based on a goofy TV show.
Oh,
But whatever.
Yeah. And I still need to try to track that beer down. That's kind of 3 provinces away from me.
oh my God. No. No.
Don't go to that length.
No. I mean, we love it. We're just so excited to have you as part of the Runcation Nation and what you contribute in the chats and what you your positivity and just humor and
friendship. I mean,
friendship
it's-
and staying the course and setting an example too, the way you've used running, walking, fitness, and just, I mean, we value your friendship so much. Like we said to John, like we said to Josh tonight, we can't thank you enough for all that you have done for us.
Well, the feeling is mutual. Like I said, it's so nice to be part of this community. You guys are fantastic. I love every member of our community.
Yeah.
It is just fantastic.
Oh, I heard a puppy.
Oh.
And River agrees with me.
Yay.
Yay.
Ours haven't chimed in yet.
All right, guys. Well, I'll let
Yep.
someone else call in. I need to get ready for bed. It's a little bit past my bedtime.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Good night, Rondaline.
Good night.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Happy anniversary, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care.
Oh my goodness. We got an international
We had
call.
an international call. I don't know what to say. And Maria Miller, we saw that you called at the exact same time. So
If you're still in.
if you're still in and you want to call back, you are more than welcome to do so. I don't know if you're still in the chat and you want to call. Oh my
Rob
God.
Nadow.
Rob Nadow, welcome to the Run Eat Drink podcast.
Well, hello. How are you guys?
We're great.
Where are you calling from tonight,
Yeah.
sir?
I am in Salt Lake City.
Ooh.
What's the old line? I don't know. You might know this name, Rob, being a trucker. I used to listen to a show on AM radio called Coast to Coast with Art Bell.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So I actually, because it's a little bit delayed, so I had to remind myself to turn down the sound because I was listening to the podcast. So, yeah. Art Bell, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, west of the Rockies, you're on the air, because that's what that's what he used to say all the
So
time.
anyway, you know how I found your show? It was completely by accident.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I was doing a run somewhere out in Oregon, and Run Eat Drink podcast liked one of my pictures.
Well, there's not a surprise.
I know.
Your pictures are
and so
amazing.
I'm like, I have no idea who this Run Eat Drink podcast was. And so I picked up your show probably about into the 70s or maybe 80s episodes. And I listened to it and I'm like, hey, this ain't too bad here. So you guys keep me entertained at least for an hour a week. You know, it beats the radio and you are genuine. That's what I picked up on. You guys are like genuine and you're really expressive with expressing the courses that you were running on. And the food, it just makes my mouth water.
Yes.
Oh.
And the alcohol, I don't drink alcohol. You know, I haven't had a drink in 30 years, but,
Wow.
you know, you guys still explain it really well and everything. So that's just what I get from the show. And I really like your chats because it gives me something to do on the road.
Oh, fantastic. This is
Awesome.
so good to hear.
And Rob, we've complimented you, in the chats
Yes.
and everything, but I will tell you, I don't know, you must have the best cell phone camera ever.
I don't even.
Or just the best eye.
I think he has talent and the eye.
Yeah. The photos that you drop into our Facebook group, Runcation Nation over on Facebook, are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like them.
You are the unofficial photographer of the Run Eat Drink podcast, but you could be official. You could make some serious money if you wanted to.
You could quit trucking and get out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, one day, if you ever get out here, or if I get back there, maybe we can do a run together, and that'd be super great.
That would be
That would be amazing. And we love getting out. We love the western part of the U.S. And we are, as we start hoping more states are opening up and more races are coming back, we're looking out there because we really love getting out that way.
Mhm.
I don't mind the heat as long as it's a little drier than what we have here. So,
Right.
and I love that terrain.
All righty.
I know he can show us a thing or two.
And Rob's one of the OG original patrons of the show.
Yeah.
And again, thank you so much for supporting and lifting us up. We cannot thank you enough.
Well, great. And I thank you guys for all that you do for your listeners and everything. And I'm going to wish you a good night. And I'm going to let Maria get in here. I know she's waiting to get in.
All right.
Okay. Rob, thank you
We'll
so
talk soon,
much.
Rob. Thank you.
Hey, we look forward to hearing about all of your adventures and seeing the pictures.
Okay, you got it.
Take care, Rob. Thanks for calling.
All right, bye-bye.
All the chat comments are agreeing too. Like, his pictures are
I
great.
know.
They really are.
I
You can put them on a
know.
postcard. All right, Maria, go for it. Quick.
Instagram. Oh, wait a minute. What happened?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
That was a video chat from somebody else in a different app. I don't know who that
in
was.
Instagram. Something.
See, technology.
I'm not sure. But but anyway.
Try back again.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, you can try back again. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I am pleased it's worked as well as it has.
I know.
And you guys have just been amazing tonight. I mean, really, this has been just a phenomenal way to celebrate and
It has.
and come together with you guys for this time.
Yes.
I am. We are very thankful. It's.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've said that
Right.
and said that and said that, but it's so true.
I just don't think you can put a value on the way our community has
Impacted us.
There is nothing to just adequately express how we feel. Maria, call back. Really? We're here. Seriously.
We're popular. It's great. We're all calling at the same time, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Everyone has a great message. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Get
There it
her
is.
quick.
Maria, are you there?
Hey, yes,
Yay! We got her.
happy anniversary, you guys.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you.
much. We are
And
so
if
happy you
I'm-
called.
Oh, well, I'm just happy I gotten the opportunity to get to know you guys through social media, that is, and
Mhm.
everything. And I hope to one day meet you guys face
Oh.
to face.
Same.
Absolutely.
And just like everybody has said, like Josh and JoJo and Rhonda Lee and Rob, you guys are really inspiring. And you guys just come together as a couple and just a team to just achieve your goals, and you just motivate so many people. And it's awesome. I really appreciate everything you do and how much you motivate so many.
Well, you do the same for us. All of you do the same for us, Maria. But when we see how well you balance your life, we see the bond that you and Jennifer Fink have, and we're so fortunate and lucky that hashtag led you both to our coffee chats and to our show and to our lives. And it was so great to see you and Jennifer do your own coffee chat and be able to participate in that and know that you all were inspired to do that by us. It's incredible. And we can't thank you enough for it's a two-way street. The inspiration that you all provide.
Oh, that and the fact that you say that about us, I don't think of it as I'm motivating or inspiring. I'm just like hanging out with friends, and maybe nudging a friend to get off the couch and do a 5K or try a new beer or try something different, food wise. But if it does that for you, that is so humbling and so touching. And
we just can't thank you
It
enough.
really does. It really does, because I'm a natural introvert. So Jen has.
Oh, you too?
She's just the best friend ever. So she brought me and she introduced me to you guys. And through seeing your guys' podcast, with her little bits of pushing, I've gotten more on my social media and been making videos and preparing myself mentally for the day that we do the podcast that she wants to do. And watching you guys really does motivate me, and it helps build up that courage. It really does. So, and with the running, there's many times I don't want to get out there and run, and then seeing you guys out there and pushing, and I was procrastinating just this last time, and then I saw you guys doing your guys' run, and I was like, okay, it was just the motivation I needed to get out there and get it done. So I appreciate you guys. And I've met so many amazing people through you guys that listen to you guys as well. So
awesome.
I appreciate all of you.
We thank you. And don't worry, we will do some motivating and some encouragement to procrastinate and to take a day off coming in, the weeks to come.
August.
Yeah. And after we finish our 75 hard challenge.
Really? You motivate us too. We can't wait to meet you all and run with you in person someday.
And I'll go take it a step further. You all motivate us, and I'll take it right to this 75 hard challenge that we're doing.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys are listening and encouraging us, I don't want to let you all down.
Right? So
that motivation's a two-way street, like Amy said.
So much.
It really does help.
Yeah.
It really does help those people on social media and getting to know people and putting faces and friendships to everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll let you guys go so you can continue. And once again, happy anniversary.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Take care.
See you soon.
Bye.
Yay.
Wow. That's so great.
Well,
I'm so happy.
You all rock it. Maria, thank you so much. Everybody who's called, who's sent us messages,
Yes.
you're amazing. We're going to close out because we're hitting that 90-minute mark.
know,
And there's going to come
I
a
know.
point where
It's time for bed. Like Rondalee
Yeah.
is like, you have to get to bed early.
I mean, we'd love to
you have
keep
to get
y'all
rest.
here, but we're going to close out. And we've got one more. We got a musical interlude to close out with.
We do.
And this was sent in to us by JoJo.
I'm very excited about that. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Sarah,
one more.
Oh, can you stay with us?
Hey,
Hello?
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Well, it's actually
Oh, it's
not
James.
Sarah.
It's James.
Happy anniversary.
Well,
Thank you. It came up
you.
as Sarah. I don't even know. But
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because the phone bill is in her name.
okay.
smart man.
Yeah.
Or-
We can
Yeah, I don't know.
discuss that later. Dana Costin.
I know,
In the
right?
meantime, James J. Williams, how are you? Happy belated Father's Day.
Fantastic. I was worried. I almost didn't make it in. I heard you say we've got to wrap it up, and I was like, "Oh crap! I hadn't been able to call in yet."
Well, we this is going to be, like we said, an extra large episode this
bonus
week, and we just
episode.
we don't want people to be like, "All right, guys, enough."
Really?
Get the hook, the big cane, and pull you off the stage. So we're glad you could call in. Which, by the way, the fact that we're doing a call-in show is due to you. So thank you.
Yes.
Your mentorship and helping us with this process
Yeah.
has been tremendously influential. So
Really?
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm just glad everything's running smoothly for you.
Yeah.
My first call-in show was an absolute disaster.
No, it was not.
not.
Was it not? No.
Oh, it was. I luckily I did it privately. But it was an absolute
That was
disaster.
smart. To test it is very smart. We just didn't. We just went with it.
We just
asked for your expert advice, and then we were like, okay.
we'll make it work.
Hey, you've done great. You have done awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yes, we benefit from the wisdom of your experience, sir.
Yes.
Yes. And we're so glad that
No,
you're
I think-
here.
We all benefit from y'all's wisdom
Well,
across the board.
when I think about 6 degrees of separation, I don't know if that's like a term that anybody knows, but I think about the beginning of the pandemic and the call-in shows from the Be Our Guest podcast, and that's kind of how we found each other. And then how you brought so many people into our community, and we were able to enjoy, even though we couldn't travel to Disney and run the races, we were able to enjoy Disney through your show. So we can't thank you enough for that, and for bringing us and connecting us to so many who they love Disney, but it is also that just you brought us some just lovely and genuine and amazing people.
Well, that's the kind of people y'all attract anyways, because that's exactly who y'all are.
So,
And that's one of my favorite things. I'm not a runner, I'm not. But just listening to y'all, the joy just pure joy that y'all have coming through the microphones. You can tell how much you love each other, how much you love life. And that's what makes y'all shows so amazing.
Well, you put out a great show, and we love listening to and engaging with you all on all of your shows, and the fact that we were invited on the Disney Bunch, and we were invited to participate in your fundraiser for the cast member pantry.
Giving us a chance to give back. And I was actually going to take it a step further. Some of the things that we wanted to bring, in terms of connecting with people and community, and us finding you was due in large part to during the height of the pandemic. We were looking for some of those same things. I mean, the things that we were trying to give were the things that we ourselves were wanting: some connection with people, some camaraderie, and some community when everybody was feeling very isolated. And you helped provide that to us.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's what y'all done with all of your listeners as well. That's the beautiful thing about podcasting, and then being able to have the, with the live streams and all that, it makes it so much easier to be able to just build a community of people who have your same passion.
Yeah. And,
that's the only thing that got any of us through the pandemic, really.
And we don't care about, there are different parts of our podcast that resonate with people in terms of the running, the eating and drinking. But I just think just hanging out together with people who are like-minded and they just want to kind of get away from the world and have a little bit of fun together. And you have contributed so much to that in the recent months and the last year. And we can't thank you enough.
All appreciation goes to y'all. I'm sure the chat definitely agrees as well, how much y'all educated everybody. And again, just with everything that y'all been through, and still just bringing the positivity and the energy and just lifting everybody else up around you. It's such a beautiful thing. We love you. We are so grateful that we found y'all through Mike, of all people.
There's a mentor.
I can't wait to grab a charcuterie board.
Yes. He got the bell. And he hid the bell from me, James.
I did.
Sit in Epcot somewhere with a charcuterie board.
Yes.
Talk about the weather. How about that?
Absolutely.
That would be amazing. And I can't wait to meet you and your beautiful family and just sit and talk and hang out and be able to say thank you in person.
And go on Slinky Dog Dash.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. And we can go hang out in Galaxy's Edge all day long.
There you go, Dana.
We will go get some gold. We will go get a Gold Squadron lager and make that wait in that 12-hour line to get on that one ride it's got to be worth it.
Listen to him. Yes.
Shots
you know
fired.
him so well. You
There
know
you
him
go.
so well.
Fighting words.
James,
I'll let y'all go, guys.
thank
I
you.
love y'all. Thank you for what you do.
And thank you for what you do. Right back to you and Sarah and everybody in your whole podcast network. And we can't wait to celebrate your podcast anniversary too.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Well, there you have it. I love it. We get to have a little Disney banter.
We know how you feel about Galaxy's Edge.
I know. Well, anyway.
Yes.
All right. I think let's call it.
Okay.
Phone lines are closed.
Okay.
So we have one more thing to share with you guys as we sign off, and that's our musical interlude that was sent to us by JoJo.
Oh, we can't wait.
And this was so adorable.
Yes.
And this is her own unique creation.
Yes.
To the tune of "I Will Survive."
It is excellent. And are we going to toast everybody afterwards?
We can toast everybody afterwards. Yes. Why not?
Okay.
So here is JoJo's musical interlude to sing us out.
Yay.
Hey, Amy and Dana, it's Joanne, JoJo, Positively Polly 1.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. See, the IT's not that good.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I would never find something to fit my style. But then I spent so many days thinking how other podcasts did me wrong. And then I grew strong and learned Red was here all along. And now Red's here in our podcast. Amy and Dana came along to fill our days with chat and fun. I should have found you much sooner. I should have searched much harder. If I had known for just 1 second, my Run family was here. Go on live, go. Talk to us here. Just turn the coffee chat on, 'cause we're all welcome here. Weren't you the ones who brought us together? Did you think it wouldn't take? Did you think it wouldn't last? Oh no, not Red. It will survive. So as long as you keep us entertained, we know you'll stay alive. We've got all our races to run. We've got food and drink to consume. We will survive. Red will survive. Hey, hey. Happy podcast-versary, guys. We love you.
Oh, my goodness. JoJo, you rock. Thank you so much.
I love it so much.
That is so fantastic. And guys, we want to toast all of you for making 4 years of this podcast possible.
Yes.
And giving us the encouragement to
The inspiration.
and the inspiration and
motivation.
the
reason
to do it another 400, as we were told earlier.
Yes.
So
Susie,
to you guys, thank you so much. And yes,
cheers.
This is sparkling water.
And here is
still in the
to, yes, we're
75-day
still,
challenge.
we're, yeah, just so we're clear. It's
Cheers.
just sparkling water. Yes.
Good night, guys.
Good
Thank
night.
you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
joining
much.
us.
And we will talk to you and accomplish, explore, and indulge in year number 5 really soon.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Run, Eat, Drink podcast. We're having another great year thanks to your support. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're at Run, Eat, Drink podcast. And on Twitter, we're Run, Eat, Drink pod. You can also give us a call at 941-677-2733 or send us an email at info@runeatdrink.net. Visit our website at runeatdrink.net and click on the subscribe link so you don't miss a minute. Find out how you can support the show at patreon.com/runeatdrinkpodcast. Accomplish, explore, and indulge right along with us. We'll talk to you next time.